I forked Velocity, and in this video I'm going to show you how I did it. First of all, Velocity is a proxy software. If you have multiple micro networks, you can use it to connect them together. By this point, I do expect most of you to know what that is. If you don't, just Google about it. You will learn. It's pretty cool. Second of all, in the next video, I'm going to show you how to do the same with paper, but paper is way more difficult. That's why I wanted to start off with a simple, clear, cutter way to fork a project. So we're going to be heading to papermc.io, go to software, go to Velocity, and then head over to the little icon up here to visit Velocity's GitHub page. Then you need a GitHub account, log in, click fork. Now here, for me, it's not going to let me create it on my personal GitHub account because I already have a fork, but I can just use any other organization that I'm a part of. All right, hit create fork, and just like that, we have forked Velocity. The build process to get this on your desktop and into a jar is actually very straightforward. I do prefer, however, using a standalone GitHub client such as GitHub Desktop. Here it is, here it how it works, because simply I like to separate my workflow when I'm coding to when I'm committing changes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to head over to the add button, clone repository, github.com, and then I'll just type Velocity here, and looks like it doesn't show. In that case, what I can do, I can just click code, HTTPS, copy this, go back here, go to URL, paste it right here, and I'm gonna have it in my local workspace folder. Click clone. Now GitHub Desktop is quite smart. It's gonna figure out if you wanna contribute to the parent project or you just wanna fork it for your own purposes. I'm gonna contribute, so I'm gonna leave this ticked and I'll hit continue. Next step, open up your IntelliJ. If you don't have it, just download it, open it up. If you already have a project opened, all you need to do is head over to File and Open. Since I don't, I'm just going to click Open here. Navigate to where my Velocity folder is, just like that. Hit Select Folder and let it import. Important thing, you need Gradle. Velocity uses Gradle to build everything into a single jar. So the way we're going to do this, just head over to Settings, Plugins, go to Installed, type in Gradle, and make sure that both Gradle and Gradle extensions are ticked. If they are not, then you need to tick them, hit OK, and restart IntelliJ. And then it should say if you want to import Gradle projects. Since I have these extensions enabled, it doesn't say anything, and it automatically starts to import things. First time you do it, it's going to take a hot minute, probably on a slower computer, even 10 minutes. So be patient. It is a huge project, but at the end, it should work just fine. If you can see Gradle pop in right here, head over to the hamburger menu, then go to View, Appearance, and make sure that Tool Window Bars is ticked. All right. And if you can't see this, then it's somewhere in the view. Oh, it's actually the tool windows, and then you should see the Gradle right here. So open it. And then if you can't see this, just head over to sync all Gradle projects, and you have to wait again. And hopefully that's going to appear then. Now, if we look into building, it says what I just explained. It's built with Gradle, and then it is sufficient to run Gradle build to build the full project. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open Velocity here, open tasks, open build, and then right-click this and select Run. And this is also going to save this into a run configuration so that next time we can have this closed and we can simply click the play icon right here to compile it. Again, it's going to take a few minutes. Just be patient. You're going to have a fork in no time. Also, a quick tip, when it's compiling, you always want to click on the top section to properly see the full compilation log. As you can see, it only took me about 35 seconds. For you, it can be hopefully not 35 minutes, but for some people it takes longer, and it should say build successful. Now, once it says that, you want to head over to your source code, go to proxy, go to build, and finally go to libs. You should see at around 16 megabytes, which by the way may grow up in the future, so that's fine too. And you should see this huge file. I'm just going to copy it in my Velocity test server, rename it to something that the launch file will recognize. By the way, guys, if you want to see my launch file, this is how it looks. I do recommend you just Google on how to make a launch file for your specific operating system. It's very simple. And I can just double click it. And there we go. And now we're actually booting into a custom Velocity. There is a problem with velocity control, which is a custom plugin that I have. Let me just delete this. We don't really need that. Let me try again just to make sure everything works. And there we have it. Now we have made a custom fork. Before I finish this video, I'm going to show you how to add a simple edit in that fork and how to make that edit, how to publish or how to not publish, how to make a pull requests onto the paper branch. So let's just say that I want to add some advertisements because people love that. So I'm going to be looking for booting up message, which appears in the logger right here. And then I can just say, want to code micro plugins? Buy my course at mineacademy.org/project-orion. I am so certain that this is going to get approved. And again, all we have to do is just hit the play button and wait until it says build complete. And there you have it. Now when it boots, it literally says want to code micro plugins, blah, 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 blah. That means all these changes have been reflected properly. Now, heading back to my GitHub desktop, as you can see, now I can select the files that I've changed, only one, and I can simply type in add info message. How about that? We keep it nice and mysterious. And we commit to the dev, and then we simply push it. This is not going to push it to GitHub because to paper because you obviously don't have permission to do that. It's going to push it to your own branch. So now if I head over here and I reload, now it should say that, well, add info message. And now we can see that it is appearing on our own fork. All right. Now heading back to the paperMC velocity, if you want to pull it and if you're certain that they would like that idea, head over to pull requests, create a new pull request, and then you want to click compare across forks. That's right. And the base is going to be the paper dev, and then the head is actually going to be your own. So for me, this is going to be that one. There we go. And then it's automatically going to find add info message, and all you have to do is click the magic button, create pull request, and then simply fill the info, submit it. I'm obviously not going to do that. They're not going to like it, so I'll be respectful. I don't want to waste their time, but that's how it works. And then if they like it, they'll submit it, they'll approve it. If they don't, they'll comment, maybe they'll close it, give you some info, what do you need to change and stuff like that. So this is it. This is in a nutshell how to fork. By the way, the same process applies for any simple project that follows any build system, Gradle, Maven, and is on GitHub or any other Git repository. So very straightforward. I hope this video was helpful. Indeed, if you want to learn micro plugins, check out that course. And yeah, in the next one, I'll do my best to show you a beast. And we're going to be forking paper, working with patches. It's going to be way more difficult, but I figure out that I'm going to start with level 1. So again, I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys, learned something useful today. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.